the note cards in my audience. My parents just recently celebrated their 37th wedding anniversary. They were married young at the age of 16 and 17. They are still married to this day, and I'm very proud to say that they are still married, that they made it through it. Over the last 37 years, they had 4 children and 4 grandchildren. I have 2 older brothers and a younger sister, so that made me the first born daughter. And luckily, I was named after my father. His name's Dean, D-E-A-N. If you add an A, it's D-E-A-N-A, Dina. We've always had a very strong connection ever since we were little. Whether I was the first girl that he got the bond with, dealing with 2 older brothers, but we still, this day, we still share that connection. We actually have a lot of the same personality traits and a lot of the same interests. I'm actually the only child that looks like him in his side of the family, so that could be it as well. My dad worked construction growing up. He never went to college. He never even graduated high school. And he worked 6 to 7 days a week. He was up before we were ever up for school. He would be at work when the sun was still down, and he would stay to work till dinner time. Even though he was constantly working and also working on weekends, it never felt like he was not there. It still seemed like he was always there. And even when he was working so much, he was still able to be my coach for playing softball and basketball. And one time I remember we were at a basketball game. It was either tied or we were winning or losing. It was close call. And he sat me out on the bench. And I didn't understand why. It didn't matter to my father if you were the best player on the team, which I was, or if you were the coach's daughter, which I was. He made it a point to always be fair and to work as a team. And what I just remember, I was at maybe about age 11 or 12 thinking we're going to lose the game. We ended up winning the game, and we actually ended up winning the entire season. And my father was the only coach that did that. Whether the scrawny little kid, everybody got to play the same amount of time, and we won. And that just kind of showed me how to work as a team and kind of be the underdog. Growing up, my dad always made sure we were kids. We were always outside playing, and we actually had a pool growing up. And to us, we thought we were cool. We were the cool kids in the neighborhood. We didn't know we were dirt poor. He actually got the pool for free because on the weekends, on Sundays, while we were all in church all day, he was building pools, and he actually was hired from an elderly man to take down a pool. And he asked him, can I keep it? You don't want it anymore, can I keep it? To this day, we still have that pool 25 years later. We patched up a few spots, so it's kind of cool that he taught me how to swim in that pool when I was about 4 or 5 is when we got it. And now he's teaching my daughter Leah how to swim in the same pool. And I'm also lucky the fact that he is around us. We live 10 minutes away, but he picks up my daughter every day from school until I get off from work. So they bond for about 2 to 3 hours every day. And I'm fortunate to have him be able to do that, but at the same point, there's a reason why. I knew it was coming. Okay. He has medical issues to where he cannot physically work. He literally broke his back at the age of 31 supporting all 4 of his kids. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. Thanks. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and him without an education, the only thing he could do was manual labor. He broke his back at the age of 31, which I'll be 31 this year. And I couldn't imagine not being able to support your family when that happened to him. So over the last 22 years now, he's broken his back 5 times. Every time he broke it, he went back to work, working 6 days a week, broke it again, kind of back and forth. And it's ruptured discs in his back is what he's constantly breaking. And the last surgery was about 8 years ago. And the doctors came out. The surgery was supposed to last, I believe, 3 or 4 hours. It lasted 8. Something went wrong, and as a result of it, his bone in his back is now growing into his vertebrae, into his spine. So there are no more surgeries. They wanted to send him to a specialist, and the specialist said, we can't do this surgery because you may become paralyzed. It's not worth to even attempt the surgery. So he's in constant pain 24/7, and it's a relief that he gets to see Leah. That's kind of what gets him up to get up in the morning to see her. And then just recently, or another good thing about the back pain, if you look back at it, at the age of 31 is when he had his first surgery, and that morning he got saved. He wasn't a believer. So if maybe in hindsight, if he hadn't had the surgeries, he would have never got saved. So ever since then, he's been a Christian man, reading the Bible, going to church, and just recently, the beginning of this year, he told me that he read the entire Bible. There was a 365-day journal that you read it, and how proud he was of himself. But what he doesn't know, I was proud of him for that, but also for being an incredible father to me, an incredible husband to my mom, and just being a real good, have faith. Even though things didn't work out his way over the past 25 years, he still had faith. So he's definitely my person that I would choose to influence my life in a positive way. And he's a true blessing. Thanks.